All right, the party has returned to Amber's Peak with Viridia, and they have returned Malagarn to Zertorm, and he takes it, and some of the party has ideas of what he should be maybe thinking about doing with this weapon. But Zertorm just laughs and puts his hand up and says, "You don't have any idea what you're talking about." And he takes it, and you can see even through his visor, as soon as Marcus gives him the weapon, and Zertorm assumes control of it, and same thing, just a visible. He's holding the sword, and he's tasked you with going out to find these relics, or rumors of them, or the relics themselves, the artifacts themselves. And here the party has completed a mission, direct, and so they turned it in, and he takes it, and he's looking at Malagarn the sword, and without breaking his eyes off of it, he's looking at the ruby that's installed into it. You can't see his face, but just his gleaming helmet. You can tell he's just like examining this weapon, and he, without turning to look down at you, because of top of his dragon, he's just staring at the sword, and you hear he's like, "What shall be your reward?"
Right.
And how about I'm standing towards the back, ready to grab my bow in case he turns on us. But I don't to hide that action so he can't see it. Because I don't know if I can.
Very good,
Syl,
very
You
good.
have no idea who we're dealing with.
Oh yeah,
We
maybe
could possibly try to kill this guy.
maybe she does. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we don't know.
He's like, "Yeah, what shall be your reward?" he says. And as he's like looking at the sword, the dragon, like he's astride the dragon, like in the saddle, and the dragon's kind of sleepily, crouched there. But the dragon like pops up and like kind of shimmies around and then settles back down, just like flicking its tail bored.
Dude, this is good. What do we want? We could ask for anything.
Right? Do we want to be high-ranking members of his crew so we could boss all the army people around all the time?
Nice. Joe, what was your old character's name?
Oh,
Ask for him to be reborn or something.
Oh yeah,
Sick.
Damn, that's good.
What was that? Corlin McPike.
Yeah, Corlin McPike.
You'd be able to find him.
Yeah, he was like a.
There's a tombstone for him.
Yeah, he was like a wizard or a druid or something like
Blood
that.
blood
He
mage.
used blood magic.
Yeah,
Blood mage.
Mage. Huh.
Yeah,
Sick.
he wasn't very smart.
Group huddle? What do we want?
Yeah,
What do
group
we
huddle.
want for
Yeah.
this? Like, we were doing all this. We were like, we want prestige.
Yeah.
And like songs to be sung about us.
Yeah, we
People
don't
will
want
know all around the world that we did this.
What about a pet dragon?
But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mike's like, you ain't getting that.
I just have a list of things that you guys can get.
I
Nope.
know.
Nope. Nope. No,
I wonder if he can help us.
I don't have a list.
I think Robert wants to get rid of Mini-Me, right?
Yes. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a very.
Can you
That's a very practical.
squash this pimple on my shoulder?
I think you should keep it.
Right? Well, if I do keep it, I'm going to keep it in a jar.
Ooh, interesting.
Dark.
Yeah, it's going to be
Why?
it's going to be a pickled mishap.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. That's
Chat
awesome.
GPT. Pickled mishap.
Yes.
I don't even think it knows, but you'd have to provide
so
that
funny.
image.
It just bans.
Yeah.
It just bans your requests and deactivates your account. Like,
Yeah. That's so funny. Shoot.
So Zertorm just notices that you guys aren't actually prepared with anything of what you want, and And
Abilities?
he
Able to grant
go ahead.
Is he able to grant us extra abilities?
I mean, people who are more skilled can train you.
We're talking like a
Okay,
magical
so like no free
ability.
XP.
No.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
didn't we at some point? This is like going way back, and I don't remember.
Oh,
Like,
maybe knowledge. Maybe he can give us knowledge of like magic, maps, something.
yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's
That
good.
he has. I'm sure he has some of that.
Vast knowledge.
What were you gonna say?
Weren't we going
Dorian?
to like yeah, didn't we want like at some point like after we return this relic we wanted to like use army to go and take back some stronghold or something for the dwarves or something?
Oh yeah, we want to take
Yeah.
Well, you said at some point. I think you guys
Oh, I
changed your
guess I
minds.
was.
You guys agreed with Arvia of Crom to finish up your work at Amber's Peak and then join her army, as she is like a roving warlord type, gathering an army to go storm the ancient fortress of Vaughn, the old dwarven stronghold.
Yeah, that was it.
Of
We
yesterday.
chickened out, right?
I think you just changed your mind, or like you. I think you came across Malagarn and said we're gonna do this, if I recall. But no,
Wasn't
yeah.
it? We were trying to convince her not to because we thought what's his face was still alive and it was a failed mission.
Yeah, that rings a
Yeah.
bell. That rings a bell.
But she wouldn't listen.
No, she's no. She doesn't. Even if
She doesn't believe us.
Well, even if she does, it doesn't matter. Like it's the most important thing. She's gonna try.
She's determined.
You
Yeah.
can wait a little bit longer. I mean, how many generations have they been without the stronghold? They've been fine, you know. A couple more generations.
Spoken like
Yeah,
a true
probably.
wuss.
Exactly, you know. Like I promise.
The time is
that
now.
I will join your war, but it'll be, my grandchildren.
Hey.
They're the ones that will do this.
Hey, yeah. All the details are never ironed out. I mean, the details are it's all up for debate. All up for yeah. So I would say Zertorm, there's no one really is prepared with any kind of request or demand. So he just like pulls up on the reins and the dragon, because you guys are in between the inner and outer wall, and he pulls up on the reins and the dragon just effortlessly like does one flap of its wings and it jumps up to the inner wall, and you just feel you guys are standing out there, you feel a huge blast of wind, in your faces, kicking up some dirt, and then this thing, as huge as it is, it like moves almost silently, and it lands like a cat on top of this inner wall, and it's looking down at you, looking around, and Zertorm is now just like looking down upon you, and he gives you another moment of, what do you want?
Quicker, buddy. Clear your minds. Think of nothing. I'm just kidding.
I want a stronghold, personally.
So what do you say?
Like,
something.
I don't know if like the money or means or the army or something to be able to build that or something. I don't know.
Tell him to give us his castle.
Yeah.
We want your castle.
I don't know. But I'm open to whatever the party wants.
Power.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
Can bring us power.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some advantage though.
Can our stronghold be a bar?
Hells yeah.
Your stronghold can
have a
be
Whatever.
the stronghold is it's a collection of various. I mean, it can start out as anything.
Maybe it's a Stronghold Brewing. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Stronghold.
Stronghold, you can rest between journeys, repair and build items, acquire hirelings to work from you. You can even one day become a ruler of a kingdom of your own. Says, I'll just read a little bit here from the book. So the first thing you need, and this is all just a framework, you know, nothing here is written in like stone. I mean, we can adapt stuff, but just as a general idea, first thing you need to do is establish a stronghold, is to find a suitable location. Obvious choices are an old castle or a dungeon adventure site that you've cleansed of enemies. How long it takes to clean it up varies. It's up to me, kind of. Or you can build from scratch. And it says if you build from scratch, you have to first build a house, a stone house, or a castle, and it gives you all the costs of that. So it does look like it needs to be an actual kind of
Stronghold, physically strong structure.
yeah, some kind of strong structure. I mean, a house. I mean, just rules as written says you must first build a wooden house, a stone house, or a castle. Those are you need a structure of some kind. Yeah, and there's a whole thing about hirelings. You can build all these extra buildings that it's all in the chapter 9, I believe, of the player's guide, or chapter 8. It's a whole chapter on this with all the different things you can do and build, and you can get as into it and psycho crazy awesomeness about it as you want. It's up to you, like how far you want to push it. But yeah, you can. I mean, eventually, there's like if you build it out, you can add a bakery, add an inn, add a barracks, add a you can like keep. It's like a modular thing. You can keep adding all these other things onto it to give you more bonuses and make it more formidable and make it more profitable, etc., etc. Yeah.
All right, let's start selling beer with what's his face and become pimps.
yes, yes.
Does anyone maybe somebody could ask for upgraded armor? Maybe like 3 trips to the bakery in this town, or
Oh yeah.
Can I get free trips to the bakery for the rest of my life? Thank you.
Yes, that'd be
Jelly of the
awesome.
month.
Down for that.
Yeah, I want shiny red armor just like him.
I get first choice of all the baked goods before anybody else gets them.
Dude, I'm getting hungry. Tell you what. No,
What
I think
is-
that's a great idea. Ask for a stronghold, or ask for some castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
Castle.
map
Mhm.
that we see right here,
Like,
Amber's
to
Peak.
protect the sword, that'd be like way disproportionate unless the sword really is some sort of magic, super powerful sword.
Oh, it is. We're probably
So I doubt
screwed.
I doubt he'd be willing to give us something, so disproportionately valuable.
Well,
The answer is always no unless you ask. Think of it that way.
yeah, and if he says yes, then that's a really good indication that that thing's pretty crazy powerful.
I mean,
Should
yeah,
we
I don't
ask
think
him,
us.
what is he willing to give us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We could ask that.
We
What
have no
if-
idea how fair-minded he is.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna give us pennies on the dollar as a reward, or something more comparable?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think as far as the sword's concerned and like what's comparable, I think a castle isn't anywhere close to it. Or maybe it might be. I don't know. I mean, I'm not talking a huge castle, but this is an artifact relic, that has some amazing power to it, so.
Can we, well, I mean, I don't even, even if it's not in town, we have
Yeah.
them, like his army build us a little castle or a keep by the river.
Yeah,
outside
yeah,
town.
It's bigger.
yeah. I like that.
I like it.
Okay, I'm at the place to pick up my kids, so I'm going to log off until I'm back at my house.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. We'll see you in a little
Good
bit.
luck.
We won't get too far on the crazy adventure here.
Yes.
Okay, let me see here. Let us see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the idea.
Go ahead.
Of Yawin Yawin, like brewing, like living at our keep. Maybe he can like help, like be the caretaker of the keep while we're away or something like that, or stronghold. And he can, but in exchange, that's where he can set up his operations for brewing or something. I don't know. Lots of ideas, but
Oh yeah, man, that's
I said we promise him a nook or a corner. We give him power over the entire thing. He might want to go big with it.
that's true. That's true.
We come back from our adventure and our keep is taken over by some power-hungry booze lord. Then we'd have to kill him.
Lord.
Darn.
Dang.
That doesn't seem so bad.
That's great, Robert, that you can foresee
That's pretty
see
funny.
that happen. That's awesome. Yeah. I think ask him to maybe first. What are you willing to give us? Maybe is a good question. Seems like that would be so open-ended. I don't know.
How about we give it like, if you're willing to build us this keep by the river outside of town, we will continue to look for these artifacts for you. We were successful
Yeah.
already.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't think
was
we should have
thinking
it too
exactly
far
the
out
same
of
thing.
town. That's a great idea. I think just on
We
the edge
need
of
some
town there.
upgraded armor and stuff to help
On the
us.
river too.
Well, it has to be on the river. That way, Yawin can still do what he used to do. Send his boats down the river to sell his booze.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that
I like
sounds
it.
good.
I like it.
Oh, and if we want to go big, we can create a casino boat that he sells his booze on.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
casino cruise.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Dude, this plan's coming together. It's so good.
Like
So good.
Ozarks.
Dude,
Mike's
we're
like,
we're gonna be on the
"It's
map.
already
You people.
Forbidden Lands, casino cruise.
Love
Go
it.
big or go home.
You people.
Cat. Oh my god, cat.
So Zertorm's up on his dragon looking down at you, and you guys really haven't said anything yet. And it's been a few moments, and he just says, "Dragon's got your tongue."
Ooh, dang.
Yeah, I really like Marcus's idea. I ask for a keep, but say that if you supply the men and the means to build this keep or stronghold, we'll and upgraded armor, we'll go out and we'll continue to find other relics for you or something like that. I like that a lot.
Do we think he's gonna turn on us?
If he does,
Probably.
He'll know
But-
everything about our strong keep.
Yeah, but by the time he turns on us, he probably could wipe us out, in a couple of seconds. It won't be our problem anymore. If we
That'll-
give him all 5 gems, yeah, that's game over.
Yeah. Is this like does he become all powerful once he gets everything? I don't know. That's kind of scary.
Well,
If we're gonna keep going, he has to support us in some way to
exactly.
not die.
And I guarantee that we get to chuck the little sawed-off bastard off the top of the keep at the end.
Oh yeah, put him on like one of the little towers on the edge of the
Palakis.
castle wall. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking Palakis. You're not talking your like mini me. I'm like, oh, that'd be good.
No, the mini-me's gotta go. He can take that.
That'd be
Yeah.
your first request. Nice. No, I like it. It's a great plan. Ask for a keep, kind of on the edge of the water there, close to town. Tell them that we'll continue to look for these artifacts.
So somebody say something.
Yes. I'll stand up and as we like we're all in this huddle, and then I'm like, okay, we break and like, okay, Zertorm, here's our request. One, Marcus would like his little mini me removed. If you could do that.
Nice.
Is that
Nice.
true? Is that true?
That's a small favor.
But that you do want Mishap removed?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna keep them in a jar.
Yes, agreed. Pickled in a jar. Very
Yeah.
important.
And then when anybody starts anything, I'm gonna tell them that it was my. I'll be like, I'll do anything. I mean, look what I did to my brother in utero.
God.
Stop.
So messed up.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
And then yeah. So that secondly, we'd like, if you could, create a stronghold or a keep for us that's on the edge of the water, just on the outskirts of town, here on this river. Big enough that we can get a whole brewery going, expand a little bit, and then we'll be willing to continue searching for these relics. Is that all of our demands or requests?
Upgraded armor. Upgraded armor.
Oh, and if everybody's armor could be upgraded, that'd be really nice.
That's a drop in the bucket for a legendary item, don't you say?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
the
totally.
keep is asking a lot. It's got these. Just put out the manpower. He'll get it done.
Mhm.
Right?
So he says, stronghold. Why do you want to set up your base of operations here?
If we're gonna be working for you, why wouldn't we?
Well, if
Yes,
you're going to be...
yes.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, you come to a stronghold to rest and recuperate. If you're going to be on the far-flung corners of the Forbidden Lands, it would make sense to have your stronghold somewhere central that you could easily retreat to. If you have to come all the way back here, he's not arguing with you. He's just like kind of confused. Like, why would you want it here?
I mean, if you want to send your army out to build it somewhere else, that's cool with us too.
We could have like a winter place, a summer place.
Yeah.
We need one at all four corners of the map.
For every artifact we bring, you will build us a stronghold.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there we go.
Start a franchise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some beer and chicken nuggies.
Ooh, hey, could you have like a boat as a stronghold? Probably
Yeah,
not.
can we have boats as a stronghold? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it would be fortified enough. Maybe if it's
I
like
don't
the
think
right
it would
size. I
float
guess.
if it's made of brick.
Well, they said a wooden house.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
So-
about that.
We put a house on a boat.
Pontoon.
Does Zertorm?
Forbidden pontoon.
Yeah, like build a shoot, I wish I could see the map at any time, but like what was that lake that we went past?
I think he shared it with
Like-
us.
Like we can literally build like Lake Town, you know?
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
And then his dragon, just like.
yes. Oh, there we
They
go.
could
Cool.
put sailing though, and we'd be able to make it back to our place pretty easily, right?
Um, so is Zertorm against making the stronghold? Is that what he's telling us? He's just
He didn't say
questioning.
no. He didn't say that.
Okay, he's just questioning.
Yeah, he's just wondering why we would make it right here, where it would be so far away from where we're gonna be.
Well, we're it is kind of off to the right there of everywhere we've been, but
Yeah, we've never
that's
gone the other direction.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of area we haven't gone to, and so I mean, who's to say that the relics aren't further to the right now? Maybe we are in
Yeah.
the center where we need to be. I don't know. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Maybe
one
Zertorm would-
that they mentioned southwest.
Yeah, you
And
meant yeah. That's
Maybe
true.
we'll ask him, Zertorm, if he has a map where we can find the other relics.
Man, I think he would have told us like in the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, I'm sure. No.
Right, if they were marked on a map, he'd probably go over there and take them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he doesn't want to die.
Ooh, yeah, maybe he can't
But
be the
he's
one.
supposed to be like Gandalf, all powerful.
Maybe he's not. Maybe
and
it's
he
all
only gets
talk.
screwed because of
That's
sniffy,
right.
whiny little.
Maybe that's
He's
right.
got you fooled.
Yeah, he's like the
It's all-
Wizard of Oz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man behind the
I mean, honestly, he flies. He's riding a dragon. He could easily fly in there and just get them if he knew where they were at.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he seems all powerful riding a dragon. Well, any one of us could ride a dragon if we had one.
Marcus did.
Do we need like a?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
ride the dragon. Yeah.
Do we need a demonstration of power from him to convince
Yeah.
us? He'd probably
something
demonstrate by
impressive.
killing one of us.
How about this? I have a cadaver. Oh god.
We all. Yeah. At the end, you're like, we're also gonna need to see you use that sword against Palakis.
Nice.
Nice. That'll be our last request. Did you guys see the image I shared?
Oh no, I didn't see it. Let me see. What have you done? What have you done?
It's in Forbidden Lands.
Yalwim's Casino Cruise. I like that.
That
Multi.
Boat is
Yeah,
huge.
that's
I
awesome.
don't think it'll fit in Amber's Peak.
That's
It's
hilarious.
destined for bigger waters.
It's awesome.
You people.
Yeah, GBT.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I know he's kind of questioning why we'd want to build it there at Ember's Peak, but if that's where Yawim is going, and you know the armies are there, I mean we're working for him. Like it seems like at least for the first stronghold, it seems like a good place. Maybe, assuming he doesn't turn on us.
I don't know the main thing is he needs to be able to get his booze to the military so he can sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do have it at the lake, they can send regular shipments to the town. So if he does build us a floating, castle,
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a fun idea. I don't know if we necessarily need a floating castle, but a stronghold on the edge of the water would be nice. So,
Yeah.
That could be our second.
welcome back.
Well, if we're being invaded, we can
Oh, I'm
just
back.
get water too.
yeah, we could build a dock and all that for the ships.
Yeah.
So, if we build this place nearby,
Mm-hmm.
can we build a ship?
You can do anything you want.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
without,
we're
I mean, you know, not breaking the physics and the rules of the world. You can do whatever you want.
So, should we build a ship?
Let's ask him for a stronghold by the lake and for him to build us a ship.
Well, I mean,
That sounds good.
if he's building a ship, then that might cut into the armor upgrade.
I
Not
don't
that I
think we
need
really
it.
need the ships, right? Especially once
Yeah.
Yawin gets there
Ship,
with
yeah.
all of his stuff.
Let's start with the stronghold.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, what all have you actually told him right now? You said you wanted to get mishap removed, okay,
Uh-huh.
And then I'm
that
guessing. And then what else are you saying here? Exactly.
we told him that we'd like a stronghold on the edge of the water, edge of the river, just on the outskirts of town, and that we'd continue
like
looking
not
for these
like
relics.
if you don't want it to be built like on this map here. You're saying like here.
It could be.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you were
Maybe,
saying
I
like.
could
Are you saying here or are you saying
we could, like
Out
over
of the
here.
world map. I
Like-
think it would be good if we weren't directly in town.
so? Okay. So I mean, think about it.
Okay.
I guess I'm saying there's no wrong answers. I'm just like want to make sure I'm understanding exactly what
sure.
you're asking for. So, like, so here's that's the hex with Amber's Peak.
Uh-huh.
Now, are you saying like down here somewhere, or you
How
know,
about, like,
I was almost envisioning just like less than a mile away.
so for all intents, well, so a 6 mile hex. You're saying
Yeah,
for basically
it'd
intents
still
and
be in the
purposes,
hex.
like being in there. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not saying like
That's
down.
my thought. I don't know what the party's thinking.
yeah, but along that river that leads to the lake. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I could, if you wanted to, if you're thinking that close, then I would just say, for all intents and purposes, just here somewhere, just for illustration
Yeah,
purposes.
it could be.
Down
it could be
here,
like
even okay.
Down here, or yeah, the other way.
Okay, so you say you want a stronghold,
Mhm.
and then so you say that, and so I guess let's just say let's get on with it here. So you say you want a stronghold, and he says, "What do you plan to do there?" Or what are your? He's like, "What are your designs on a stronghold? Like what? Like, why do you want one? Basically,
Don't
We
have to
need.
pinpoint
these are
it.
my lands, and I protect everything in this realm."
And we will
What'd
keep
you say,
everything
dear?
I'm drunk. We have an accord.
Let's just make up something. Let's not tell him what exactly. He doesn't
You know,
need to
he's
know.
not going to care that his people are going to be be able to get intoxicated. They already have bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Auger's seventh cousin? He runs the bar, so it's not like they're teetotalers. You know, that's not like they're all sober losers.
What do we want to say that we want to say practice some crafting skills?
Yeah, we want a place to hone our skills and refine our craft. Or yeah.
Yeah, but if we emphasize crafting rather than something military sounding, maybe he'd be less concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going
Place
to
to
continue
store
our
stuff.
art education. And we're going to make
Quest for
things.
freedom.
He's like, this is a war camp. He's like, he puts his hand up.
Art.
He puts his hand up, and even from out here, he's like, listen. And he puts his hand up, and you hear just like the slightest of breezes blowing. But then even from across the river, you can hear the tink, 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 the armory to end all armories. Like, it's building out spears. And, I mean, that's what they're doing here is, I mean, and then they have like their fishery for their food sustenance and whatnot. But the army's training and fighting. They're building up. You know, he's like, I provide the power here. I provide the security. What? Again, I'm not trying to make it come across like he's challenge. He's not trying to like challenge you and say no. He's just like, what are you doing this for? Like, I have all these things that you think I'm already providing it for you. And why would you have us waste time building things for you when I'm already providing all the security here?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
He's trying to get you to explain, like, what are you trying to do?
Trying to take over.
Yeah. I don't know. I
I'm
mean, we just
reminding
want to have
his
a place to
power.
call our own, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah, I mean, up
yeah, I
until
mean, but
now,
maybe we should build that out a little further away from this, you know?
And start our own little mercenary band.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you haven't told him anything about Yawim coming here.
But yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
what I was
yeah,
gonna say. I was gonna ask him if he had heard of the brewer Yawim.
Yeah.
He says,
tell him-
I have not.
I present him some beer because I got some Yawim.
Yeah. Are you a connoisseur of the beer, Zeratorm? Here, try this.
You give him some warm beer like they do in the Middle Ages, I'm sure.
I chill it.
Yeah.
I got
Oh, we
magic.
had
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have your
Dude,
little
dude,
yeah.
love it.
No. Here, I'll help you out. You do your little. Here's what you do. You do your little. Make your little ice figurine. You make a little ice figurine of Zertorm, and like drop it in the thing, and it like chills it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's for you.
That's awesome. I'll open a
Does he
tab
drink
for
it?
you.
Does he drink it? I'd say he. Well, what does he do? So he.
How's that? Does he lift his helm?
Well, he's up on
Yeah,
he's
why
up on the wall. He's up on the wall. So Marcus
He turns
goes
it
and
nice.
Zertorm like stands up on the saddle and then just jumps down. Talk about a display of finesse or power or something. I mean, he jumps down. What is this? A 15, 20 foot high wall, and he's in full plate, and he jumps down and he lands on the ground, and he walks towards you, or he walks towards Marcus.
This guy is for real.
He walks towards Marcus, and he's a tall person, and he takes it, and he's got the helmet on. He just smells it, like he's like, oh, this smells incredible.
Because it is.
It tastes even better.
He's like, so what is this? Where did you get this?
This is
I'll be at your front door here shortly.
this is from a brewer. His name is Yawim, and we have convinced him to come and set up shop here in your wonderful city.
Without your permission.
You authorize someone to come set up a commercial enterprise in my domain without my permission?
But it's to keep your soldiers happy
Yeah, can you imagine all
and-
your soldiers
and
drinking
hydrated.
this?
So what's his
They'd be
intent?
absolutely thrilled. His intent is just to be able to sell it across the continent.
You want a continent-wide distribution hub in Amber's Peak?
It would only make you more powerful. You more well known.
Marketing.
Yeah. Right now,
They'll
the
slap
soldiers
your
respect
picture on
you.
the front of every bottle.
Every
Yeah.
rainbow
Yes.
cap.
Yeah, it'll
Yes.
be like the back of a milk carton, but it'll just be your face. Have you seen this man?
When will he be here?
You're so dumb.
I don't know. He should be here within the day, within
Maybe a couple days.
in a couple days, something like that. He's arriving by boat.
He just his gloved, armored hand ka-tink on his helmet, ka-tink, the metal hitting. He's just like, God, ka-tink.
These people.
He's like enterprising. And he's like, okay, so he's like, walk with me. And he comes out. The dragon's just up on the wall, and he brushes by you all, and he comes out, and I'm guessing I'll just say that you guys all follow him, and you walk down here, and you walk along, and you see again he turns to his left and sees this huge crater here where that one dragon impacted. It's kind of like a wasteland here of just, I mean, not wasteland, but it's just all smashed down. There's nothing left. All these things are gone. And he comes out to here, and he looks across the river, and he sees the blackened bridge, and like everything over here, the fishing area. This stuff was really hard hit by the dragon napalming it, They are starting to rebuild, but it's slow and it's still degraded for sure. Like the ports here, the little piers are kind of torn up and twisted wood and everything. They're not in good shape. There's a couple vessels, they have enough fishing to subsist, but they're not like a thriving economy by any means. They definitely took some licks here, and they're trying to recover from that. And I would say Zertorm stands here and he looks across the river for a few moments. I would say like you guys are all kind of behind him, and Viridia's with you guys too, and Viridia's following, and Viridia like approaches Zertorm carefully, like to his side, and she points across the river to the fishery. She's like, "You should build it there. You should build this there."
That's what Viridia tells Zertorm?
Yeah, Viridia says that to Viridia says that to Zertorm. She's like, "You should build it there."
Okay.
And Zertorm doesn't say anything.
Not even a nod or nothing.
Well, I'll say he doesn't say anything for a moment, and he just says, it will be so.
Nice.
He's like, he turns to Viridia and says, Go tell them now. Commence the work with haste."
Sweet.
And she bows really quickly, and she starts not running, but almost running. She like starts walking really quick, and as she's walking kind of between your group and Zertorm, she kind of like gives you guys a look and gives you a nod like, "Okay, I'm hooking you up." And then
Nice.
and she just goes like, whew, like this, and then she goes and she just starts skedaddling across the bridge.
Skipping all J. All
So-
excited.
So Zertorm turns and he like whirls around and looks at you, and he takes a few steps towards you, gleaming in the sunlight. It's like high noon, like gleaming in this resplendent armor. Just looks like an absolute boss. And he's like, "Okay, the brewmaster will set up here."
Great.
And he points to Marcus, and he says, "Step forward."
Ooh.
You in trouble?
Sing a little bit.
You're gonna die. You're gonna
Drop
die.
to one knee, my liege. And I got like my head tilted to the right, my shoulder lifted up there, like, eh?
So
Behead him.
So he beckons you, and you're standing just like a pace in front of him, and he says, "Turn, face your companions."
And this is where I die. Arms open, turn my back to him.
No.
Alright, so yeah, I turn and face him.
So are you wearing a cloak, right? You have a cloak for mishap that you keep him under, or what?
No, he's free roaming right now. I want him to know what I'm gone.
You want what?
I want Zertorm to see what I want to gone. I mean, this only...
Okay, so Zertorm standing, a couple feet behind you, and he starts so
Maybe tell
Okay.
Mini Me to close his eyes.
Poor mini
Close your
me.
eyes, man. I'm
Give
so
him-
sad
give
to
him a
see him
piece
go
of
now.
Phone.
I know.
Distract him.
you hear Marcus, you hear Zertorm making some sort of guttural kind of chanting sounds, speaking some language you don't understand, and
Shall not utter here.
you hear and you like feel mishap on your shoulder start like twitching, He like starts twitching.
Okay.
You feel, and then then it feels like you feel like a sense of heat on your shoulder, and it's like radiating on your neck. And then you smell
No.
like something is. You smell like a burning flesh smell,
Oh.
and then you
Don't
feel,
look.
Tear
Go
running
look,
down
Mark.
my face.
and then you
Yeah, look away, look
and-
away.
and then you feel like on the side of your neck, you just feel like you feel like a little pinch, a little hot. It feels like a hot little pinch on your neck, and you just hear like this screaming, this spittle, and then mishap swells and swells, and he explodes and
And you say,
pops.
"Oh, what a world! Oh,
Oh,
Oh, what a world! What a world! Nice.
I know.
Oh,
Mishap
Poor
explodes.
What's
And-
that
Oh.
insult in?
Mishap explodes and pops, and like all of his little minuscule little intestines and stuff splatter on the side of your head and like all along your neck, and it's like it's just this disgusting mess all up in your hair, tangled Mishap guts,
nah,
know,
okay,
little-
you need to shower.
It's like
on the side of your
the entire-
face.
Yeah, the entire time, like I just got a big smile on my face, but like I shed a tear for mishap.
No.
I'm
Can
just
we
like,
leave a little tombstone somewhere? Mishap.
I'm free.
Pour out a little beer.
Poor little fucker.
Oh, nasty.
And you like feel down on your shoulder, like where he was connected, and it's like a big, like cauterized kind of wound that's already burned over. It's like it's tender, but like it's not like it's a seeping, weeping wound. It's like already, it's like I said, it's cauterized and like traumatically healed.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Zertorm has
Dramatically.
demonstrated his powers for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Twice.
So is this gonna get better, or should I rub some aloe vera on my neck?
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, twice a day you're gonna want to apply some lotion.
Yeah.
in there.
Like a doctor who's like, gonna come.
would I be able to try some sort of healing spell to help him heal?"
Ooh,
You could.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look up what my options are.
Nice. Ah, he's delivering. We got a stronghold. Mishap's gone. Do we ask for something else? Oh, upgraded armor.
Upgraded
Yes.
armor.
Maybe armor with like a rune or something, I don't know if this game has that.
Honestly,
A
I could
room?
probably carry
put
the
it like-
heaviest armor now.
Some sort
I
of
was
Wait.
gonna say,
Yeah, it's like
upgraded
Yeah.
armor, but what about
you guys.
weight?
Yeah, you guys have. I mean, I guess there's always heavier armor, but do you want?
How do we carry it?
Yeah, I mean, Deer is
I
like
can
you're in
carry
the
just fine. I can
Deer is
carry
in
18.
chainmail. I mean, there is heavier armor, but it comes at obviously. I mean, there's what is that? Chainmail. Is chainmail that? Oh, plate armor. Yeah, I mean, there's plate armor. Modifies your moves by -2. It's heavy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you're a tank that can't move. I mean, that's the next step
What
up.
about- Upgraded weapon of some sort.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Or
there we
travel.
go. There we go.
So you say, so Marcus returns with the party, and you all turn back and say you want weapons, and he just nods and he's like, "Yes, anything you want.
Anything.
Go and grab
Yeah.
anything you want."
There we go.
All right.
He's like,
Oh,
well,
sorry, Marcus. I don't think I have any of the healing magic. That's something that you have, but I don't.
Oh, my healing magic I can't use on myself, so
Mhm.
I guess that's all how it's gonna be. It's fine. It's fine. He just said we can go and grab anything we want.
It's a beauty mark.
I don't need to go hunting, a spouse anymore. He is mine.
mhm.
Ooh, does he have one of those spy glasses?
weapons and armor and stuff.
Oh, now he's gonna specify. can't take people.
Well, that's what you guys said. You wanted armor and weapons, gear.
Yeah. Guess I'll have to perfect that scone recipe.
So so Zertorm's standing before you, kind of down on the bank of this river here, and he just like looks back. He turns and looks back across the river and shakes his head. Brewery. He just shakes his head, and he turns and he walks past you guys, and he starts heading up the path. And again, he's never let Malagarn out of his grip this whole time. Like, he's just been holding that thing. And again, he walks up, and he heads up to be between the walls, and he's just staring at this gem in this sword. And he's not even really paying you any mind anymore.
So
He's
beer, right?
he's just gonna walk through the doors and go back to the castle unless you guys want to try to interact with him anymore.
He could pay us.
Well, he's already given us quite a bit.
I wanna.
Bit.
I feel like I want
Zertorm.
to test like. What was that?
I was gonna say, Zertorm, can I get a selfie? I need proof.
Too soon.
Anyways, so we just gave him a beer, though. Did he drink that, or did he just carry it with him?
He's taking it back.
He doesn't eat or drink.
He didn't drink it.
Yeah,
He's-
apparently not.
He smelled it. I would say he smelled it, and then he nodded and said, "That does smell very delicious." And then he set it down, and then walked out here to the water with you guys.
So he is undead.
Don't know.
You know, before we run
Maybe we
out
could
and
get some
start
new
grabbing.
boots.
What's that?
We get new boots.
Maybe we could get some new boots.
Any kind of gear you want.
Nice.
What were you gonna say, Dorian?
Yeah, before we like march off and start finding like looking for another relic, I feel like it would be awesome to like know what his intentions are. I mean, that can any one of us like perceive his intentions, or are they good or bad, or I don't know.
I mean, I'd say not just by staring at him as he's walking up a cliff,
Yeah.
walking up a path.
Yeah, so Vren, Silva or whatever, Silverana or whatever, do you think you can, I mean, do you have anything that can
Let me see.
insight or something? I don't know.
I don't know if you'd want to use an insight on. He's an all-powerful.
Oh yeah, you try to read them and you're like, oh no, you don't.
Yeah, he could probably turn around and
Yeah,
squash
I
it.
wouldn't want to do compel truth.
What if we just ask him, like, what is his end game? Seems to be fairly honest about everything else.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So he's walking up the path.
Yeah.
You gonna kill us?
I'll
So,
stop
so
him,
yeah,
yeah.
I want to ask
Yeah, go
him.
ahead.
Was like, hey, what do you intend to do with these relics?
Destroy the Rust Brothers.
Who's wearing a Rust
Yeah.
Brothers chain right now? Marcus, you're like,
Yeah.
hide it under your skirt.
Maybe after he leaves, maybe I could try a Visions of the Past.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to click on that button.
I don't know my biggest worry.
What is your biggest worry?
He's actually Zygofer.
Oh.
Zertorm is dead. I mean, we did use
Straight up ask
Zertorm's face.
And he's
Are
just
you
stuck in
Zygofer?
his
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, dude,
Daggerford's the one who
let's ask him that.
controlled the territory for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah, he's been in charge here for a long time.
Okay.
Marcus,
Yeah,
just
as
yell
far
out.
as going up against somebody as strong as him, the only one I see on my list is Visions of the Past. I don't want to try to go up against him with something like telepathy.
Let's just yell out his name. It's Zygerfer.
Yeah,
See
I
his
know,
face
I know.
walking towards the castle, right? See if he turns.
Yes, yes. Hey, idiot.
You say Zygofer, you holler out Zygofer,
Uh-huh.
and he stops.
Oh.
He stops and turns around, and he says, "So you just yell out Zygofer? You don't say anything else?"
No, yeah, I just yell out Zygerfer.
He
This is where
stops.
I die.
No, he stops. So I'd say he's up by the doors, and you holler that out. And he stops and turns around, and he looks at you. And what would he say if you said that? He would say, he's like, I'm trying to think of what he would actually say. He would say, Zygofer. He's like, yes, that's one half.
Is that half of you? Is half of you Zygerfer right now?
He just
Am I
shakes his head.
misinterpreting?
Zygofer. He says Zygofer, yes. Zygofer, he is one half. And then what did you say? Is he one half of you?
Yeah, or you half Zygerfer? Yeah.
He just looks down at the ground and like shakes his head no. And then
Interesting.
When he said one half, did we understand number one, or like he WO?
you're kind of cutting out there. Say that again.
When he said one half,
Uh-huh.
was he saying WON or ONE?
ONE, one half.
Okay.
Well, but Zertorm is son of Zygofer, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Because you said,
So
who are you?
that
Because didn't you
way-
say like, who are you fighting? Or what, like, you know, what? And he said, I'm going to destroy the Rust Brothers.
Right.
And then you said Zygofer, and he said Zygofer is one half.
Oh, okay. So maybe he meant Zygofer and the Rust brothers. Something like that.
Something like that. Maybe.
I don't know.
That's how
Huh.
I would say, yeah, like that's how he was meaning it, because you said like, who are you fighting? Rust Brothers. Then he said Zygofer, and he says yes, Zygofer is one half.
One
Can I
half
do
of
like
what
a
he's fighting.
roll? What was that, Marcus?
So he's one half of what he is fighting.
You're not really sure, but yeah, that's what he was talking about. That's one half of the enemy, something like that. One half of who he's fighting, yeah.
Can I do a roll to see if like I think he's lying at all? Like an insight roll or something like that, or
Sure.
I don't know. Okay. No, it's insight. I want to roll a die.
Okay. No, yeah, insight. You don't. I mean, I guess you can't know, but there's nothing about anything he said that seems deceptive or misleading.
All right. Yeah.
So that's kind of a different, newer kind of clue or something. Is Zygofer is only half.
Interesting.
You guys have heard forever that Zygofer is like, this evil sorcerer guy. Okay, fine. But now you hear Zygofer, yeah, that's half.
Huh. Okay.
It's up to you to find out what that means, if anything.
Well, I feel good enough to keep going out and looking for artifacts. I mean, it seemed like he's trying to deceive us. I don't know.
Are there any? So Zygofer made a pact with the demons. So is there a leader of the demon?
Give me a lore roll.
You want me to do that?
Sure. Whoever's best at it.
Okay.
I got +1.
I've got a total of 6 dice I could roll.
All right, you do better than I do.
Sounds pretty good.
All right. There you go.
Very good. So, what did you want to know exactly again? Is there a head demon?
Right.
You've heard of Chrysilla. Chrysilla is he's some sort of like demonic prince. Or like the prince of demons. I would say maybe you don't know exactly what it is, but there's some sort of hierarchy of demonic creatures, and Chrysilla is high up on the ranking of. You don't know if that means he's a literal like evil prince from some sort of evil kingdom, and that's why he's a demon prince, or does that just mean he's like a head? You don't know what it means, but a demon prince named Chrysilla.
Okay.
Here, I'll
Weird.
Sorry, do we know anything like where we might encounter this Priscilla? Any strengths or weaknesses?
Well, I guess I'm trying to think of what would you guys know? Like all the demonic stuff. There's like an epicenter somewhere down in the southwest of the Forbidden Lands.
Oh, I thought it would have happened at the stronghold that they were trying to take over.
Arvia?
Yeah, the one that Arvia was trying to take.
Vond, yeah, that's down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's lore of a legendary item down there too.
Could be.
Is that our next stop, Lizzie? No? Magic school bus?
Terrible.
Be quiet.
Terrible.
Yeah, that was bad. Right.
So that's what Syl determined with lore, and that there's this demon prince that we need to go find an artifact from.
I don't know about all that, but there's a demon prince named Chrysilla. What that means, how its relationships with other beings and creatures, you don't know. I'll just say you've heard of something called a demonic prince, Chrysilla.
Okay.
Are we strong enough?
And you said it's
Were we strong
southwest?
enough last time?
Eh. That doesn't make me feel weird.
Demonic
Well,
demonic prince versus longbow. Well, demonic prince versus trident. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we are gonna upgrade.
That's right. So do you guys?
I would hope so.
So you guys want to head across the river and go to the armory? Or what do you do? I mean, what do you do now? So Zertorm's gone.
I want to train in pack rat. That's what I want to do before going to the armory.
Okay.
Hey, beef up.
I now have.
Now,
So where are you guys? So you're on the. I would say now that Zertorm's gone, there are guards here at this drawbridge, and they're looking at you like, okay, Zertorm's gone. You're dismissed. Like, go back across the river. You can't just like loiter here. They're giving you the eye, like. I mean, they're not like being rude, because obviously you just had a conversation with Zertorm, and that doesn't happen all the time. But at the same time, he's gone back to his quarters, and now, okay, it's time to leave. You can't just mill about. You can't just mill about over here on this side of the river.
It's when like I show him my burn wound. I'm just like, I have Zertorm's holy mark.
The mark of Zertorm. That's awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Do you know who we are?
It's Zertorm's stigma.
One of the guards says, "I can smell that from here."
It brings good luck. You can only wish that you had such a thing.
Yeah,
He
we'll see if
says-
it brings good luck on.
He says, "You have all this water in this river to wash yourself, but yet here you are."
What do you mean? I'm never gonna watch this again.
Oh my god.
Oh, nasty.
Zertorm.
Okay, you're gonna have to find a new adventuring party to hang out with, because
You know, I kind of wish that I still had, Mishap. He could be sitting there licking this clean.
that is how Marcus died. Infection.
Yeah, infection.
yeah.
Truly filth. True filth.
You got somebody here around here somewhere that's gonna heal it. Yeah, I didn't expect him to do it that way though. They said you had to have a sharp object to sever it, and it did say magical. I agree. I wasn't expecting him to laser beam it off or microwave.
Well,
it.
I would say, like, because the other party was watching, and it's not like there was like laser beams out of his eyes or a laser. It wasn't like that. I guess I should say, like, the party was watching and they couldn't even really see anything.
It was more like
That's what I'm saying. He like microwave.
I'd say saute. Flambéed.
All right, so what are we doing?
So I imagine it could be a little bit until our stronghold is complete, when it's being maybe constructed by masons or craft people in the town, right?
You don't really know. You're on this side of the river still. Viridia
Yeah,
Viridia went over there to go get going on it.
Yeah.
Should we go hunt down Palacus?
Why?
Yo, What do we have to do with him?
Yeah, why?
He
What
went
do we want to
north.
do with him?
He went northwest.
Yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
they
yeah,
come
yeah,
across
for
a
information.
legend up there too?
Ooh, yeah. Tell us what you
Good point.
know.
Good point.
Yeah,
Dude, I thought you just wanted to kill him or something.
Well, that too.
we'll beat him up.
Yeah.
Of course. We'll wait until he tells us what he has to say, and then afterwards we'll beat him up and go along our way.
All right. Yeah, let's head over the river and
So yeah, the
Right on.
guards give you the look, and you head over the bridge. And here you are. And you see Viridia's there. Who else would you see? You see some of the villagers, because there's not just the armies here. The Cord and the Galdane. That's a huge part of this Amber's Peak, but there's also just the regular villagers here. A lot of them got killed, but not all of them. And they're just like fishermen, tradespeople, other people that have kind of just gotten sucked up being under Zertorm's protective banner, and they work and do various things to earn their keep here. Barmaster, artisans, tanners and crafters and tradesmen, crafters and all this stuff. Everyone's got skills. Everyone does something here to contribute to the war effort, which is what this place is. And you come down here to the main kind of fishing village here, and it's mostly ruined, but not absolute devastation. And so you see Viridia. I guess there's like groups of people here. I would say like this little row here. No, we'll say this house right here. There's a little shack right there, and I mean a little shack's not right. It's a modest sized building that one side of it got scorched pretty bad, but it's almost done being repaired. And I'll say Viridia is there talking to the workers who are boarding this up and repairing it. You see, as you guys approach the square here, you see her standing and talking to these people. They've stopped their work, like they're hitting them with the hammers and all this, and like they stop, and then you just see them hammers in hand, but they're not working. They're talking to this giant Cord warrior princess queen lady. So, do you guys want to approach? Or do you want to go do some armory stuff first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she has a handle. I mean, she knows what needs to be done to make the stronghold. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yes, we had specific plans and designs.
Let's go to the armory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's directing and pointing, and you see them kind of nodding, okay? And like, so yeah, you turn around and come, tink, 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 make your way around, smell the horses again, the beautiful smell. And then here in the, here at the forge, there you are, and you walk in again. There's a dozen stalls, all different, working on things, and there's like kind of in the center of it now. There's not a kiosk, but there's a kind of a main storekeeper of kind, like keeping track, because there's just so much stuff is being made that they're kind of inventorying it and kind of tracking it better than before. It was just a free for all. So there's a man. A dirty little man working behind his desk, and he's like he sees you coming, and he's like, he doesn't recognize you, and he's like, yes, how can I help you? Over here, come over here. Like he doesn't want you guys just wandering off into any of these stalls. He's like, how can I help you?
So did Zertorm like give us like a gift card or something? We get whatever we want. That
No.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
I'll show him my shoulder wound.
Got the
Zertorm stamped us for free armor and weapons.
He kind of looks up at you, Marcus. He's like, huh. And he like lifts up his sleeve and like he doesn't have an arm. He's like, nice. You'll find a way to overcome, you poor fellow.
Well, I can always make scones
That's
to
awesome.
overcome mine. You need 2 hands to make a scone.
Ooh, dude, that's a deep dig. That's mean.
He just
Hey,
like
Way to make
he
fun
just
of somebody with the.
he just like looks up at you like blinking a couple times. He's like, fierce warrior, how can I help you?
Wow.
He's not even affected. He's like, I was born this way, you jackass. And so, Zertorm said that we could come and upgrade our armor.
Zertorm said that. You spoke to Zertorm.
Yes. No, seriously, he did this.
Not to him. He spoke to us. Not this guy.
He spoke to all of us.
He's looking at you all now like, what? I mean, you don't look like punks. I mean, you have like legitimate weapons and arms, like, and you can just, again, because as you guys remember last session, you guys ranked up in your what was that called? Your what's that called?
Reputation?
Yeah, your reputation. You guys ranked up in your reputation. So you guys do just have an aura now. You're developing an aura of like not just rando NPCs, basically. Like you kind of have a reputation, kind of a mystique about you. Just, I'll say in this case, just this guy can tell that you're not just some random punks. So this guy's looking at all of you and he's like, is Scone Lord here? He's telling the truth.
He's not.
Scone Lord. I love it.
You've heard of me.
I pull a scone out and be like, here you go. The key is to keep it chilled.
As soon as you get it out, he like his eyes go Smeagol style, my precious style. No, and he like lunges over the thing with his one arm and he yanks it out of your hand like faster than you. And he just starts like, because he's like this dirty little, greasy little guy. As soon as he sees like a fresh pastry, like he just goes my precious style. He just like reaches up and grabs it, and he starts eating it. You know, he like takes a few like feral bites and just like rips into it. And he's
That's
like,
awesome.
and so like I say like after he eats it in like 3 bites. Like he just like these massive, like he hasn't eaten in days. Maybe he hasn't. He's this small little guy, and then after he like just devours this thing. And he kind of like, he kind of like comes to, basically. He snaps out of it. And he kind of like wipes his face. And he like, he sits up a little more straight in his seat. And he's like, okay, Scone Lord, how can I help you? Like he's kind of like actually listening for real now. He doesn't know what to, he doesn't know what to call you. So he's like, Scone Lord.
Yeah. My name's Marcus.
No.
And this is my Mandy Bear. What is that?
What?
You're
A
what?
merry band of thieves.
Ah.
We steal legendary artifact. For
Nice.
Zertorm.
He just shakes. He's like, you believe in that stuff? Okay, well. So what does Zertorm say?
He says that we can upgrade our armor and weapons on his dime, mind you.
We make 100 of these a day. What do you want? He's looking. He's like, you got swords, you got spears, you got excellent armor. What? Okay, yeah, as you wish. Name what
Drop
you.
my sword down and say, "Go as high as you can. Make it as badass."
Okay, so he says. So he's like, okay. He's like, I understand. So he's like looking each of you up and down, one at a time, looking at your gear, and he sees Dira as obviously like the real hardcore, like kind of like punch you in the face fighter, and he's like with his one arm, he's like, step forward, come over here, and he's like,
Gladly.
so he reaches down and grabs your sword, your scimitar, and he takes it out. He's like, what is this? He's like, he throws it on the ground. He's like, this is garbage. This is like one of the most frail weapons. I mean, it will kill people, but that thing is extremely frail.
So many. Thank you.
That's fine. You need to be killing more if you're going to be fighting for Zertorm.
Well, then upgrade me. Give me your best sword.
We
But it's
we
gotta be
retook
just as
the
late.
minds of, you know.
Yeah,
we
so-
killed the abyss worm.
Yeah, so he sees that and he's like, oh, because the scimitar actually, it only has a damage rating of 1. Like if it gets hit one time, it breaks. Like some weapons have like, it has to have like 2 or 3 mishap rolls on it, banes, in order for it to break. Like even a longbow has 2. But
Right.
the scimitar, it's very fragile. Actually, it breaks. I'm stunned you have not broken it yet, honestly, because I've been waiting for it to happen. Because it's only a rank 1. It's only a rank 1 sword. It's
I'm telling you, it's my lucky
It's-
sword.
yeah. So I was like,
It's meant for me.
but yeah. So there's, yeah, because you just go one-handed. You don't have a shield. So he's like, do you want to stay one-handed sword, or do you want? Here, can I send these to the, here, let me, so he hands you, he's like, here, please look at these, for your inspection, and, sorry, so here, and I'll send them to the chat. It's like swords. Yeah, much more damage. They're better at like parrying, and you know they're still swords. I mean, they're not like they're. But some of like the two-handed sword, much more damage, but it takes 2 hands to swing it. Broadsword and the longsword, relatively the same, except the longsword's a heavy item and the broadsword's normal weight, mechanically speaking. It just means it weighs more. There's those. There's because yeah, you're actually spec'd to swords, right? Path of the Blade.
Yes.
You're one with your blade. Well, so that's the thing. Path of the Blade. See, look at this. Send it to the chat. Path of the Blade just says, you are one with your blade. You practice. Blah, 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 blah. When you hit with a close combat, you can spend power. Blah blah blah. And once you've used it, when you hit with a close, none of this says. I mean, I guess it says Path of the Blade, but it doesn't. It says when you attack with your weapon. You know what I mean? Like, is there a Path of the Mace? I don't think there is.
It's a path of the arrow.
There is Path of the Arrow, and that's like the ranged path. But that even Path of the Arrow is like if you have a crossbow or a longbow, right? Any kind of ranged.
Specifies.
Would the mace be under blunt?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talents,
Blunt.
profession talents, fighter. Yeah, so under the fighter, there's Path of the Blade, Path of the Enemy, and Path of the Shield. So there isn't a path for, you know what I mean? For the profession talents, I mean. I'm sure there's a general talent called whatever, blunt fighter or something, you know. Hammer fighter, heavy weapon fighter, knife fighter. So there's general talents that anyone could take, shield fighter, etc., throwing things. But for the fighter, I don't think that makes sense that the fighter Path of the Blade means it has to be a sword.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a dagger, sword, anything that has.
Because there's other stuff. So like he's like so he's like
trait.
yeah, it's just like path of the weapon or something, you know. They just had to call. So there's other things here. Let me just throw these in the chat here. You can see what you want. Here's flail. Look at that. There's all these two-handed. Like, I don't know if you'd want two-handed stuff, like big-ass long spears, wooden clubs. Look at this. Mace. Morning Star. This is like every weapon in the game. Basically two-handed. Yeah, I mean, Warhammer. What the hell's that? Gonna leave a mark. There's all kinds of stuff here.
One-handed? Huh. I think I'm gonna go with the broadsword.
Broadsword?
It's
Okay.
gonna throw me over, but I want to train with the smartass over here on Pack Rat.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's, I mean, again, you already have good gear as far as like, so we'll say Scimitar, he's like, give me that. And he just like with his leg just like kicks it and like snaps it cleanly in half. It's just, it's like a frail thing. So he's like, here. And you said you want broadsword?
I think I'm gonna go with broadsword, the one-handed one.
Okay, makes sense. So he's like, very well, yeah. This will serve you much better. Much better. Very good.
I'll be looking at that transaction, you know, wow, really interested. I'm like, hey, I'll take one of those too, and I throw forward my scimitar also.
Oh, okay. So, Garrick, you had a scimitar. Gear, scimitar, tossed it, and then you're gonna get a broadsword.
Yeah.
Very good. Broadsword granted. You're overweight though. By
a half.
By a
Yeah, I need
half.
to ditch something. Maybe I'll throw out my lockpicks. Or
Do you
no,
have
that
enough
counts as
experience
tiny.
to
Is that a
train
half?
Pack Rat?
Tiny is nothing, I think. Light is half.
Are you still wearing a great fur?
'Cause
I mean, I
throw-
have a great fur too.
Oh,
Gonna
yeah.
toss that.
Yeah, I'll toss that.
Okay.
Use
Should I
his
just...
grip.
Oh, there we go.
Is there room to put it on Jag's cart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking
Put it in our
Jag.
stronghold.
Yeah,
Jag-
Get like a storage
Jag's
unit
full.
until we-
Jag is literally full. 28 out of 28.
dude, yeah, then let's put it on coat racks and put it in our stronghold.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So, does anyone else want anything
I
from
want
the?
to fix my great fur. Trade it in.
We'll just get rid of them now because you don't need them, and then later on, if you need one, then they'll be ready.
Oh, really?
We're in summer.
Yeah.
That'll change my strategy if I can have 2 extra units of weight.
There you go.
I'm hoping for some iron head arrows,
Ooh, okay.
maybe a grappling hook,
Ooh, okay.
Dang. Look at you.
Okay.
and then maybe a set of lock picks. Except that they're probably not giving that away.
I have a set of lockpicks, FYI.
Okay. I saw something else on here I wanted too.
Okay, let me get so gear, ranged,
I don't know if a flute would do me any good.
trade goods. Yeah, the
Flute playing talent.
Is there gear like a backpack, or is that relevant? I think I saw that on this list somewhere.
backpack does not encumber the wearer. I'm not really sure the point of that. It doesn't add.
Yeah,
It doesn't give you more carrying capacity. What was the
Okay.
other stuff you wanted?
Let's see, the iron head arrows and the grappling hook.
Okay, I see ironhead arrows, but I don't see that they
On the player handbook that you had sent me,
Yeah.
or George had sent me months ago, it's on page 182, the fourth line.
And okay, I'm almost there. 182 Ironhead arrows. Okay, I'm just like, what is the point of them? Because they don't do more damage.
Oh, really? I was hoping that they would.
No, that's why I was just looking. I'm like, they're more valuable.
First snipe by one step.
So does the regular arrows. That just takes your arrow die from a D6 to a D8 to a D10 to a D12. All arrows do that. That doesn't have to be iron or wooden. There isn't. That's what I'm saying. Like mechanically, there's no. It doesn't say, "Oh, these cause more damage." That doesn't. It's just.
Okay.
That's why I'm like. I was like, so why do they even do that?
Yeah, that doesn't even seem right.
Like
Seems
I wouldn't
like it
even.
should do
I
more
wouldn't even
damage.
say like wooden head arrows even shouldn't exist. That's stupid. I would say they're all iron. They're all metal tipped arrows.
Huh.
So what else did you want?
The grappling hook?
Grappling hook. Tools.
Not sure if it'll be useful, but maybe.
We'll make it useful. Let me see if I can. Grappling hook. Of course.
Where is a standard?
Like you see some of the Star Wars characters use stuff like that, and it looks cool.
Nice. I love it.
Grappling hook. Gear. Oh, so if you're doing
Yeah,
climbing.
it was just a few lines under the iron.
Yeah, you have it. Grappling hook gives you a bonus of +1 when climbing. Makes sense? What else?
Do we need any more flint and steel?
Don't know.
Um,
Ranged.
would a maybe knife or dagger help any of us? Like a throwing knife?
I have a dagger.
Yeah, there's not a lot of. There's not a lot of different weapons and stuff here anyway. I mean, grappling hook's good. Who else? Who else wants stuff?
I want to. So I'm like a level 3 smith,
Okay.
and I want to imagine that like during our travels, I've been sketching and like trying to come up with like this cool new design. I don't know if this is possible, but I want a battle axe where I press a button on the handle and like the blade extends out like via like a chain. You know, have you ever played Gods of War? You know, on Sony PlayStation, something like that.
I know what you're talking
Anyway,
about.
yeah. Anyways, I want my battle axe to like extend, like when I press a button, it like swings out like the blade like on a chain, and then I can like attack people and stuff. And then I can like retract it. But anyways, I want to say that like I have a sketch of like what I'm thinking about, and I want to ask this guy, he's like, dude, can you help me build this?
You like this?
He's like Grime here, a little Grime guy. He sees that. You just like, so Dorian struts up and like puts this print on the table, and he's like, this guy's like, what is this? Where did you find this? And Dorian's like, I made it. I created it. And he's like,
Yeah.
are you some sort of master artisan? We make spears here, but he's like, we don't have that. But he points to a stall in the corner. He's like, that man there is our best.
Nice.
You can go with him and see if you can make it.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So that's what if you want to do that, you're going to be, look up while we're doing the rest of everyone else, look up the crafting rules and see like the time requirements. Yeah, so whatever materials and stuff you need, are yours. It's just like you'll have to make the roll and see if you can do it. Does Marcus need anything?
I get a studded leather cap.
Yes. Stand by. Armor, studded leather cap. Granted. There you go. Very good. More armor is good.
I will get chainmail.
Ooh, okay. Stand by. Toss the studded leather.
Yep.
Okay, done.
And I will get the closed helm.
Very good. Done.
And I will get boots.
Boots. I think that's just in her clothing. Gear bonus plus
Page
1 when
190.
force marching. Okay, boots.
Yeah, I want some boots.
And I will also get the silver buckle.
Silver.
Is that just in case you want to sell it later?
No, it just makes my manipulation plus.
Gear bonus plus 1 to
Oh.
manipulation.
Hmm.
Very good.
You know what? I think that Ironhead arrow,
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes it, because like a standard arrow would be 1 resource die, right?
If you buy an arrow, when you buy arrows, it adds to your resource die. Yeah, you can go from a D8 to a D10, D10 to a D12, etc.
Okay. Just trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, I don't see anything in there of why. If you get those boots, Syl, you'll be maxed out on weight. Are you fine with that?
Me?
No, Syl. So you
Yes,
said
I could always. Yeah, because I could get another level of pack rat if needed.
that's the spirit. Okay. Clothes, boots. Very good. Need to change the icon for that, but okay. Has everyone got what they want? Other things?
Is there some other better armor I could get besides my studded leather? I'm sure there is, but I mean, I'm concerned of weight.
Yeah, so I mean, after studded leather armor, because studded leather is a 3 rating of armor. I think the next one up is chainmail. Chainmail is
Heavy, right?
yeah, chainmail. Why is it listed twice? That's strange. Yeah, it's heavy, but it's 6, so it's twice. It's twice the protection, but it's twice the weight. It's a total trade-off.
Yeah, I'd be 8.5 then, right? No. What is it's heavy 2
Heavy is
points
2.
of encumbrance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I can't. Nah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Let's run. Hide behind something. Okay. Crisis resource time.
Everyone good?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I'm trying to look up the crafting.
The rules for the craft.
Yeah,
Okay.
just I'm pretty sure it's probably like an advanced crafting thing, and I'm not sure what skills I would have to do to,
Oh yeah.
or what would be like equivalent to this kind of thing. I feel like if I were to do this, I feel like it should have better stats, than just a normal battle axe. But I don't know.
So what does it say? It says if you do this, then you can make weapons, shields, and metal armor with a weapon bonus or armor rating that is 2 points higher than normal. So it takes 4 times as long.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, as long as we're not going anywhere for a little while, I'm okay with working on this for a while.
So you're trying to do a battle axe?
Yeah, but like the double bladed portion of it, kind of separates from the handle along like a chain, maybe like a 3 or 4 foot chain.
Yeah, sorry. Hang on. Battle axe, send it. So you can have that is 2 points higher than normal. So the weapon bonus is 2, so you can have a bonus of 4 and a damage of 4. Oh, weapon bonus of 4. So if you did that, that makes it. That's how that. So doing that makes it more resilient. That's what the weapon bonus is. Like how her scimitar was only a weapon bonus of 1, and it also means. No, that does mean how much damage it does. Here, let me do a test roll real quick, because it's been a second since we did that. So we'll say 4 and 4. So if you rolled your battle axe now, bonus 4, axe fighter. Yeah, look how many. So if you rolled this, if you spent time and made this thing, this would be your roll. Oh my Christ!
Oh.
Yeah.
That's 5 successes, or was that more?
You can click it and see. So see where. So if you click it to expand, you can see all the different color dice.
Yeah.
So what you would be doing is your normal battle axe has 2 black die, but if you want to do the super upgrade, you can take it from 2 to 4. So that's just what I'm saying.
That'd be awesome. Yes.
So you have the potential of doing massively more. You still have to roll it well. But the point is, you have the capacity to freaking cause 7 damage per roll. That would be what would happen if you upgraded your battle axe with your level 3 skill. So do you want to try that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so then let's see. So it says it takes 4 times as long. So I set it back to regular. Okay, so crafting. Okay, so let's find in the book. Crafting items. Time. The gear table also lists. So, okay, the gear table lists how long it takes to craft an item, assuming the artisan works for 2 quarter days per day. If an additional time is spent on the work, the artisan gets a bonus to their roll. So crafting skill. So you have all the raw materials because that's part of the hookup you're getting.
Yeah.
So trade goods, weapons. What is this thing? Battle axe. 6 silver. Okay, so it takes 1 day to make it normally. Do you see that on the crafting page, whatever, 186, 187, that table? Battle axe costs 6 silver. It's a heavy item. It requires 1 iron and 1 wood. It takes a day to make it, and you have to have the smith talent, which you do, and you have to be able to forge, which you are. So that's just to make a regular plain old battle axe. It takes a day. Now if you're going to go uber super artisanal elite, it's going to take 4 times longer. So it's going to take 4 days to make it.
Okay, well.
But that's if you only spend 12 hours a day. If you spend 12 hours a day, it'll take you 4 days. But if you spend 18 hours a day, geez, that's a long time. That's
I know.
That's
awesome.
too long. I mean, and your roll is modified by -4 because you have to do a crafting skill.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep everybody.
Well, I'll just, geez, that's gonna take forever, man. But see, that's
I know.
4 days isn't that long.
Yeah, I just don't want to keep everybody here when we, could like venture out.
We just got done venturing out.
Yeah, you guys are So I'll say this: if you spend every waking hour, so you can take 1/4 of a day to sleep, of course, but then if you spend the other 18 hours of the day in the forge, I'll let you do it in 2 days instead of 4. But you still have to. That's just to get the roll. You still have to roll it at -4.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
So
okay, I'll give it a try.
Okay, so let's see. And then if you fail, what is it? Well, it says if you fail, you break your axe. But whatever, you're surrounded by battle axes. So if you break it, then whatever, you can just get another one. You won't be out anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see a crafting roll, and then in the modifier go -4.
Day -4. What? Kidding me? All right.
But so it's at -4, but you're working with some other the artisanal guy who you're not by yourself, so make it just be a minus. Make it just be a -2 because you're working with some other like the best guy they have, so that you guys can like work together. So just go -2.
All right, here we go, man. Big money.
Push it.
Son of a...
You can push it.
I'm gonna push it. Yeah, I do. I'm a
That's
dwarf.
right.
I don't give up.
Ooh, okay. Success. Okay, yeah. So tell me. So
That's a -1 still, though.
damage applied to strength. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's still
That's
a
okay.
-1 because he has a -2 on his roll.
I pull an all-nighter, man.
Well, hang on. Yeah. So when you explode it, there's a bane. Yeah, you didn't get enough successes.
Go again. Push it again.
You have to. Okay. You hang on. Ooh. You have to spend a willpower.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, just make sure you're tracking stuff here. You can spend as much willpower as you want. So you still
Do I
haven't.
have to take care of the willpower?
Oh, here, I'll do it. I mean, that's fine. I don't know how much you have.
I just took care of one, but shoot.
Yeah, you should be at 9 now.
Okay, 9. Okay.
Now
Okay, there we go.
Push it again, though.
you can push it as many times as you want until you break yourself if you want.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't count. You're gonna have to go again. I believe in you.
I don't think there's a way you can do it. You're gonna have to roll.
If the white die goes to a 6,
You're gonna have to roll. You're only because you're only rolling 2 die. They have to both be a 6, and if you keep getting banes, you're.
What? How many willpower should I be at?
You should be at 7. You should be at 7 now.
7? Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna push it one
The
more time.
modifier already account for like.
Damn
I
it.
mean, it takes away the dice, so it already accounts for it, right?
Yeah, and looks how many successes he has. He has 0 successes.
Damn it.
he's gonna need a white die to turn 6.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna push one more time.
But how come the red die doesn't count?
it does.
Son of a...
You keep getting 6 on it over and over again.
Because it's a. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
If you show the breakout, it shows negative. -1.
Because you're rolling crafting, right? Crafting. Why is your crafting?
Yeah, is that what I should be doing?
Why is your crafting skill only 1?
Oh, because
I
he's
don't know.
breaking himself.
No, that's your
And it's
skill.
starting to account for that.
That's your
Yeah,
skill.
the strength takes the hits.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Seems like with a smith at level 3, I should be better.
well, it's you can choose. When you level up, you can
Wait, was
choose.
it the -2 modifier that took away his other 2 red dice?
I think so. Do one more. Oh, snap! All right, very good.
Don't give up.
Good Lord, you spent half your willpower on this, but that's cool. Okay,
Dude,
so
worth it.
so
It's worth
explain why this. What the hell's going on back there? You hear like wailing and gnashing of teeth in this corner. The rest of the party's like, "What the hell's going on over there?"
Yeah, I just worked with this guy, and he was like, he saw the sketch, and he was like, yes, and his eyes just lit up. It's like, this is my calling, It's like finally somebody who understands me, and like, and we worked together like all night.
But this is like literally a
We're like
first.
a hot
This is like
torch.
a first prototype in the entire Forbidden Lands ever. Like no one's ever
Yes.
made some like extendable
Yeah.
chain. Gets you some. When this is all said and done, this can have like an extra range, and obviously the sick damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say it's we'll say it's noon still for all. So you're gonna be here till here. Let me get my little calendar event. So it's noon, 1. So that's 1 day, 2 days. So you can be done. You can be done at midnight in 2 days. I'll make a little note. Dorian, weapon, done.
Nice.
Saved note. Okay. So that'll be so. If you want this to be, you're going to be doing that again till all day today, all day tomorrow, and all day the day after that, and then you'll be done.
We'll bring you food, Joe.
What's
Nice.
We'll bring you food.
that? That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Now the rest of you, what's going on here? We got kind of bogged down here. What are we doing?
I was
any
gonna
chance
see.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, any chance I could use my experience points to get the next level in Pack Rat now, so
Absolutely.
that then I could get the throwing knife, and what was the other thing?
Absolutely.
Oh, and a sling, in case my bow breaks.
So you're at talent, pack rat level 1. So take your experience down to 2, and I will upgrade you to pack rat level 2. Good job.
I was gonna say I will train them on that.
If you want,
I think.
well, you don't need to train them once they have the skill. They can just learn it themselves. You don't need to spend time doing it.
I need it. I need somebody to train me.
Okay.
So
Upping my
whoever's
rank to
willing.
2.
No, you already have level 1, right?
No, I don't have anything.
So pack
That's
rat
why I
rank 1, you
need-
can carry 2 more. So I'm gonna add 3 to your. Oh no, it already did. There you go.
Yeah, I just did it for my character.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sil, yeah, you're at 8 of 11 now. Very good. And then what was the other gear you
Okay.
wanted, Sil?
A throwing knife and a sling,
Okay.
just in case.
Just for fun.
Would the
Sling.
throwing knife double as a dagger for, like whatever you would use a pocket knife for in the real world?
You can use it as a pocket knife, but not as a dagger. Only because there's an actual thing called a dagger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you can use that as a
I'm
throwing.
thinking like pocket knife for, say, making new arrows if I need to.
I mean, that's just part of the. What's the role for? There's a. You just need to have wood. Right? In the player's guide to make arrows. Items. Jeez, where the heck? Items, arrows. It doesn't take. Arrow. It requires 1 wood and a knife. And you have to have the Boyer talent. Ooh.
That's the next thing I want to get for skills after I get more experience points.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you want to have a throwing knife, I'm fine with that. If that's what you want to have on hand to eventually someday make your own arrows, but you do need to have the Boyer talent. Okay,
I'll
very
get it.
good. Okay, so the still's good. So that's her 6 hours. Dorian's going to be in the forge slaving away. Very good. And then Marcus is going to teach Dira Pack Rat.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be 5 XP for that, and then I'll get you Pack Rat, and you don't need to roll since you have a teacher. Let me get you the talent, general talent called Pack Rat. Okay, talent. Very good. Pack Rat level 1 granted. Very good. And then we'll take... Okay. Did that Yeah.
I took it out, the 5, from 11.
Okay. And then is that right on your gear? You're up to 10 now?
Yes.
Okay. So you're set. So that's it. Go ahead.
Can I trade the horse that I'm riding and the 6 gold for a war horse?
Ooh.
Dang.
No.
Those are expensive, but I don't recall. We can look that up. Gear,
They're 8
animal.
gold.
Okay, 8 gold for a...
And regular horses are 2 gold.
Where is the war horse? Huh. Animals. Where do you see war horse 8 gold?
I'm gonna have to.
It's not that I don't believe you. I just don't. It's not in the game.
It's okay if you don't believe him.
I know. Gear.
Where were you at?
Animals. Table animals. Riding horse 2 gold. Combat. Okay, combat trained horse 8 gold, and they're rare. Okay, well, I just need to... Let me add that. Oh, combat trained horse. It's already in the game. I was looking for war horse. Okay, I see it. Yeah, 8 gold. Okay. So you want to trade, and yeah, of course you can. So Marcus comes over to the horse market here, and I'll say, well, not if you're... So you work with Deer and get her in Pack Rat, and you just kind of show her, no, tie this here, loosen that there, and you're like making space, it's very good. And then after a certain amount of time, Deer understands, and then Marcus comes over here, and you hear this hustle and bustle, like, oh, you hear like, because all around this thing, there's like bleachers basically, and there's Cords and Galdanes that are looking at this big horse. What color is it?
I'd say it's painted.
A paint? Okay, a big war, like painted like with actual paint, you mean? Or you mean like
No, just
the breed?
the type of horse, the breed, yeah.
Okay, so a paint comes in, and it's this muscular, enormous horse. It comes in, and you just hear, like, the crowd is like, ooh, that looks really good. And so how do you go about getting this thing? What do you do?
I offer basically a workhorse and gold for this horse.
Okay, so yeah, this horse makes its way, and I mean, I would say this horse gets noticed and appreciated, but these are horse people. They see amazing horses all the time, and so there isn't like a bid right away. It's just like, ooh, people are filing that away, like, ooh, that was a good one. And so Marcus is sitting outside the exit when this horse comes out, and you've got your horse and a sack of gold coins, and you say, I'll take that right now. And you hold out the gold coins, and it's a Galdane who's got the Galdane's got this horse, and he just like opens up the sack and sees all the gold in there and sees that horse, and he's like, he nods. He's like, "That's a deal."
Hell yeah.
Yo-yo.
I hop on there. Now I feel like the medicine woman's boyfriend.
Oh God.
Oh,
You never watched that?
I don't know.
What?
Disgusting.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Disgusting.
Right?
You know what I'm
No, I
talking
don't.
about.
What are you talking about? I gotta
Put
Google that.
shame to this family. You are a
That's hilarious.
So am I still?
Oh,
so
I
sleepy.
see. I do see.
Still sleepy.
No, I don't think so.
Alright. I moved it.
So that's everyone for this 6 hours. So we're gonna say now it's evening time, and darkness, right? Because that's everyone. Everyone's been doing something, right? Garrick, did you do something?
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't really upgrade anything as far as like talents or skills, but I like to just be down by the shores, just doing what I can to help with our stronghold or prepare for
Brewmaster.
yeah, Brewmaster coming. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. That's very good. Yeah, so there's light down there now, and darkness has fallen, and yeah, it's very good. Let me see this jag mount type. I'm trying to make a horse here real quick for character. Anyway,
The horse's name will be Pookie.
what is it?
Pookie.
No, try again.
Yes, yes. Try again. Yes, absolutely.
Cookie.
That's in.
That's a disgrace. A
You're
disgrace
so
for a warlord.
How about
The
Scone?
horse untangled is pretty cool. What's his name? Maximus?
Yes. That
Yes.
gets an
That's
automatic.
not what
push to-
Marcus would do. He would call it something like scone or something.
Yeah. Biscuit.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Scone is better than
Cinnamon.
cookie.
Biscuit? Oh my gosh.
Maple.
Sea
You
biscuit.
could go
Don't-
with
Don't
cupcake.
make me bust out my biscuit.
Don't do it.
Biscuit.
Oh man.
Trying. How did I? I'm trying to figure out how I did this. I feel like there's something that's not working now. I can't make.
Be right back. I gotta let my dog out.
All right.
Just a second.
Let the dog out.
Cool that his castle glows even at night in all those colors.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
There we go. Okay. What is the name of this thing?
Name of what thing?
What is the name of your horse going to be?
It can't be Pookie.
No, absolutely not.
It's a magnificent warrior like name.
That's
Passed
not
down
How
for
about-
generations in my family.
here. Why don't I be?
Ladybug?
Hang on. There are.
Blueberry.
Oh, look at this. Okay. Look at this.
What are you showing? I can't tell.
Well, no, I'm saying it to myself for right now. Look at this. There's not going to be a paint, but Here, let's see. I'm trying to find the ones here. This is what you should have. Here's
Well,
one.
I guess we have a pig
Here's
named
one.
Tulip.
Or here's one. Do you see that right?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Ruddler?
A little, or that's the joke. That's like a donkey. But then here's one. Or that doesn't really look like a war horse. That one doesn't look like a war horse. Oh, this one looks pretty cool. Okay, or I'd say, I guess neither of them are a paint, but which one out of these two? Hellion or Suncrest?
Suncrest.
Those are good.
This is artwork that comes with the game. I forgot all about it. That's where Jag comes from.
Oh.
I'll go with the Hellion.
Hellion? Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, I was like, wait.
Donkey.
Yeah.
The Ruddler.
That's who you
I think
deserve.
Horrible. Yes. You do.
That ain't worth 8 gold.
For you it is.
Groodler. Yeah. Okay, so you want to go with Hellion?
It's kind of the worst.
Do you want to go with Hellion, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I just, because the artwork's right here, so I was like, oh, that looks better than something. I mean, I can make something up, you know, it doesn't have to be that, but I was like, oh, I have these sitting here.
No, that one works.
Okay. So I'll put that in the party. And then, here, what do you want to call it? Helly? Hellion? What do you...
Let's just name it Andy.
Like Endy, like Hellion, like Endy?
Andy, like from Toy Story.
No, yeah. Like that. And he stomps you out.
Wow.
And he pulls everything.
Randy.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And he bites.
That is so bad.
It's
That's
bad,
terrible.
but it's still better than Kooky.
Yeah. That was just not...
Agreed. I like Auntie.
Yeah, that's just not authorized.
I don't imagine how you would use cookie in a sentence. Like,
Yes.
Andy. All right, so you have a horse now. You have an actual cool horse.
Okay.
Bullseye. I think that's the name of a
a.
horse in the Toy Story stories.
Yeah.
I take my my field kitchen and put it on Andy.
Of course you do. Poor bastard.
He can take the extra
Okay, hang
weight
on.
off. Of,
So I'm guessing you want to put the tent, I don't see a field kitchen.
that's on.
Oh, that's on
the
Jag.
other one. Yeah, that's on
Yeah,
Jag.
relieve Jag.
So you put the tent on Andy, right?
I can keep the tent. That don't matter to me.
Oh, so what were you wanting to put on him?
The field kitchen.
Oh, take it off of Jag and give it to Andy. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Jag's like, thank you. Wait a minute. Oh, this Jag. I was like, wait, okay. And kitchen. Field kitchen equipped. Very good. So now Jag's got a little more room. Jag's at 26 of 28.
Is there anything else on Jag that anybody comes to?
There's the glowing green caps. There's well, he'll need a cart too. We'll just say he has a cart.
Oh yeah, now we got 2 carts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
everything.
No, it's just a bunch of random things you guys have acquired over time. I'm gonna get rid of some stuff here that we've never used. It's just kind of dumb. Tons of lamp oil, lanterns, armor, pelts,
What?
swords.
Well, we need all that stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I'm keeping all that. Keeping all that for sure. Weapons, armor, swords, pelts, oil, glowing green caps.
We have a chicken. Should we just eat it?
Yeah, no kidding. That was one of the things you got was a chicken from that guy.
Oh, yeah.
You guys with your most random freaking bartering. We want a chicken. What? Okay.
Don't forget about Tulip.
I guess I can't say no, but
I don't know.
what the
I don't know
hell's
what
wrong with
she
you?
is.
Crazy ass people want a chicken in the.
Is it a rooster or a hen?
It's a hen.
So we have eggs.
It's a rooster.
We have an alarm system.
Yeah.
For
You
the
have
morning.
you won't. Yeah, you have an alarm clock, not an endless supply of eggs.
Damn it.
We needed a lot.
We needed eggs.
No, you don't. You guys have never run out of food once in this entire game.
Do scones require eggs?
The scones are
Yeah.
the scones are about done.
They're like one of those like Jiffy Mix, like pure powder mixtures. Don't require eggs.
Bisquick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Dude, I can see it now. Our stronghold's gonna be like hoarders of forbidden lands.
I know.
We're gonna need
It's gonna be
intervention
piles of
and counseling there.
newspaper.
Sick.
It all started with Zero Torm.
All right, so that's everyone for the night for this portion here. What are we doing now? So I'll say yeah, it's darkness has fallen.
It's only 6 p.m.
It's only 6 though, yeah.
Right.
You guys have some time.
Is that a tavern still
Absolutely.
still going?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go
Augerville.
there. Miracles.
Okay, so well, Dorian's accounted for the time being. The rest of you and Garrick, you said you were going down to the waterfront to check in on the construction.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're going through the night, sure, I'll do that. I guess.
Well, I'd say now that darkness has fallen, they're not doing any more building. So you were just down there, and yeah, Viridia's just like keeping them on task, saying, I mean, they're already rebuilding it. She's just letting them know, like, hey, this has been commandeered, and by order of Zertorm, this is going to be now. She's just letting them know what's going to happen with this structure now. And they're just they're like, okay, and they're rebuilding it, but they're done for the night. It's not quite rebuilt, but they're working on it. And now evening is done. All the construction's done for the night, and the only place that's making noise is Augerville, the bar. So, do you guys all want to go there? Most of you, anyway.
I'll go there and see what's happening. Maybe
Okay.
Talk to some people.
Anyone
How
else?
close should Yawin be?
In the morning.
Okay. I make my way to Viridia's encampment.
Okay, the
There's
cords.
a yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be, a big feast celebrating the return and victory.
Yeah, that's a good. So yeah, Viridia, she does because the cords don't go to the tavern. Only the Galdanes. The cords never go there. And so yeah, Viridia, I would say, as we'll say this, like Marcus gets his horse, Andy, and he's walking with it and loading it up, and walking down the path here. And Viridia comes up and she says, "That's a fine animal." She says, "You've done very well, and I am confident that you all will do more very good things for Zertorm and for yourselves and for the Forbidden Lands. I'm going to go home and see my people. Would you care to join?"
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, this is who asking?
This is Viridia, the leader of the Cords. She's now finally back after however long it's been. And the Cords keep to themselves up in the northern part of the encampment up here. So I would say like Viridia, and she has her horse, of course. She always does. She's walking it. Marcus is walking his new horse. They're kind of heading up that way. Does anyone want to go with them? Or who all wants to go with them? Or do you guys want to do other things?
I'll go to the tavern, the bar still.
Okay. Syl?
Yeah, I could go with Viridia.
Okay. Dira?
I'll go to the bar.
Okay, so it'll be split here. Dira and Garrick will go to the bar. Viridia will go with the others to the Cords. I'll say we'll go Viridia first. So all of you are grouped up, and you head up here, and it's evening, but it's not like it's the middle of the night. It's just got dark. It's 6 o'clock, and the Cords all run out, and they see Viridia coming, and many of them, she has a guard. She has 2 guards that are guarding her tent, and she has a stable master guard because her horse has its own little stable all by itself, this luxury, and that has a guard posted outside. So these 3 guards come running towards her, and one of them just comes up and gives a hug, kind of like breaking protocol. It's like, "Oh, she's back, you're back." And Viridia, in a moment of emotion, kind of just straight up smiles. She's extremely happy to be back. And they did start talking like, "Where have you been? What did you do?" And the party's there, and I would say Viridia kind of like turns, and she doesn't say exactly what you did, but she just says, "We have pleased Zertorm very much. He is very happy with us, and she turns to all of you. She's like, "These people have impressed our Lord very well. They are esteemed guests of ours from now on. Come, let's feast. Let's all feast." And so they pull open her tent, because you've never been here, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so these people have these nomadic tents, but when you open inside and go, they're like extremely luxury. The Cords, it's like the finest like upholstery. They're extremely spacious. You could hold 30, 40 people in this. It's huge, and it's extremely opulent and very luxurious inside of it. Totally contra, what it's not what you would think it would be like, a nomadic roaming people. It is nomadic, and it can be broken down and portable, but at the same time, when it's set up, it's extremely nice. There's a very large table, and Viridia takes her seat at the head of the table and scoots, and these other Cords, they know the other Cords, they scoot down, and you all, the party, is seated right to her left and right at the head of the table, and it's dinner time, and now it was just going to be a regular dinner, but now since she's back and you're back, it's turning into a important feast. And Viridia stands up, and wine's flowing, and everyone's drinking well, and Viridia toasts the party and says, these people are going to be heroes of the Forbidden Lands. She looks down at Marcus and like just nods, like, you had that weapon and you turned it in like you said you were going to, and you kept your word, and I kept my word. Like, we have, maintained honor, and she's like, these people are stalwart servants of Zertorm, and they are exalted among us tonight. And so everyone holds up a goblet and cheers and drinks, and then you guys just start feasting. Glorious, delicious food.
I share my cask of Yawim's beer.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
So I'd say yes. Okay, good. You reminded me. So yeah, so they have the goblets, and you all take a sip, and then at some point, after everyone's had like one drink, then just to go over the top and really bowl these people over with amazingness, Marcus gets up and says, one moment," and you like kind of motion to one of the cords sitting next to you, and you say, "Come help me," and then the two of you go out and you get this stuff out and you bring it in, and you start serving. Marcus starts at one end of the table, and this other cord helper, what's his name? The hacky sack dude? Kelton. Yeah, Kelton and Marcus. Kelton goes to one end of the table and Marcus at the other, and you start putting these Yawim brews out, and people are looking like, what is this? Like, these are like wine drinkers. And they're like, oh, what is this? And one of them, like Viridia, just takes it and just starts drinking. She's like, oh, and then they all see her and they're like, okay. And everyone starts, and everyone's like, oh, everyone just starts hollering, shouting, and like, more. Like, it's gonna, it's quite a hit. And yeah, so it turns into a beer chugging extravaganza in the cord tent. Very good. And now, so Garrick and Dira are in the, they go into Augerville, and what are you doing there? Like, why are you want to go there? Just because it's the only place open, or you have something you're trying to do?
Well, I'd like to maybe see what they have as far as like beer or whatever, and maybe impress upon them or let them know that, hey, we've got an associate that's coming to town, and it's gonna
got some competition coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna mess you up.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys walk in, and it's been a while, but Auger's seventh cousin, he runs this place, and he basically runs this little fishing Augerville. He's basically like the mayor for 8 generations past, or whatever, seventh cousin. So he's multiple generations. He says, "Oh, welcome back. It's been a while. Have a seat," and he gives you each a beer, and you guys take a drink, and it's like, ugh, it's not as good as Yawim's.
So, I mean, does he brew that himself?
I
mean, how does he?
Sure. Yeah, he brews it himself.
I mean, I don't want to like insult the guy necessarily, but
I was gonna say,
like,
what if we could convert him to work for Yahweh?
Oh, right. Be like a Yawim's
then
kind
he
of
could
front
profit
man.
off
So what do you say? So he's like, so what are you up to? You're back. What are you tell me what you guys are up to. You want to tell him what the whole plan is?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, hey, I mean, look, we're not like looking to end your tavern or bar here or anything, but I mean, we have an associate that's very talented at what he does, brewing beer, and if he could sell his stuff here, I mean, it would help you, help him. It'd be great.
It's like, where's this?
Great business prosperity.
Where is he operating out of?
Well, he's
Soon
kind of
to be home.
What's that?
Soon to be home.
Yeah. He'll be here soon, and he'll be operating just off the shore here in a stronghold we're making.
He's like,
/
what?
brewery.
By whose decree?
Zertorm himself.
He's like wiping a counter. He's like, you are kidding me.
Nope. It's gonna be a great proposition. You're gonna love it.
Why would I love that?
So much more. It's gonna bring you tons of more business here. Everybody's gonna love it.
Not here. They're all gonna go to his place instead of mine. What am I supposed to do?
No, they'll
We're
come
gonna
Oh,
be-
no. He's
have it
gonna
sold
sell his beer there at your place.
Yeah. Or both places. You know, we'll franchise. It'll be all right.
distribution.
Maybe he can experiment with making different flavors.
Yeah.
What is this? Who is this?
Uh,
He
that
doesn't
is
like
Gawain.
Augur
He's
doesn't
not
like any of this. He's like not pleased. So, but
Oh no.
Right.
so
Yeah.
he's like,
Pop
who is
on.
this? Who is it? What's his name?
Gawain?
Yawim.
Not the dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
he's
dw-
not a dwarf.
He's not a dwarf. And he's like, okay. He doesn't understand what Deer is talking about. He's like, neither am I. Good to know.
Good, you understand.
He's like, when is this happening?
Uh,
Tomorrow
Well,
morning.
he'll be here tomorrow morning possibly, but it's gonna take a
I'll be
week or
waiting.
so to get the operations
Uh-oh.
going. So.
I'll be waiting.
All right, that's not
All
good.
right.
We're gonna have to smooth that over.
We're-
Neither of us have anything to, like, give him a taste sample, do we?
No.
That was just okay. That was just Marcus.
He's very uneasy about this. He's not delighted with this development. But
Maybe Deer needs to cap him.
there you go. Killing people, always an option.
That's true. You could hire us. We could take out your,
Competition.
We just like went to the ends of the earth just to orchestrate this. Yeah, we're just gonna cap him as soon as he gets here.
No. Sorry,
what-
we didn't know it wasn't gonna work out.
Yeah.
Well, where does he get his brewing
Augur?
exactly? Yes.
Uh,
What's his detail?
he's,
Because it's healthy to have a little war.
he's like,
Competition, sorry, not war.
he's just like, now he's like uneasy and kind of clammed up, and he's just like, I have sources just like every other proprietor around here. Like, he doesn't really want to say anything. He's like, you're welcome to stay, and I'll serve you whatever you'd like. But he's like not. He's kind of like clamming up and not wanting to interact anymore.
Oh man.
He's like,
we shouldn't have told him.
she'll take care of you. You have a good evening and enjoy the beer, huh? And he like knocks on the bar a couple times, and he like wanders off to go work on some other part of the establishment.
Oh wait, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on him. It's a work in progress. We got schmoozed over.
All right, so we'll say now it's fast forwarded to midnight, and I'm guessing you all want to sleep now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
everyone's invited to sleep with the Cords if you want. You're all like honored, esteemed guests. Do you all want to do that or sleep somewhere else?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm good to sleep there.
Okay, so like someone comes and gets Dorian, he just like comes out sweaty and gross, and he's just okay. We're ready to crash, and so yeah, the Cords make all arrangements. 8, and you guys are, okay, very good. And so as you guys all come into go to sleep. You guys all get in. There's a couple different tents. These are large. Do you guys all want to be in a tent together? One of these huge tents? Or do you care?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you're
That's
all
fine.
you're all in one of the. Like I said, there's room for 40 people. There's plenty of room, and your horses are all right outside, covered. You basically have the same. Now that you're like in it and settled in, you're on a par with how Viridia is treated. I mean, not exactly because she is like the leader, but like you're very honored guests now here. And so as you guys are tumbling or crawling in, you go to sleep and you hear some rain coming down on the tent. And before
everyone, like dozes off, and like, I shared my beer with them. That's what made this happen.
Nice. I tell Marcus, yeah, that's
like
great,
Marcus, are you like stumbling in drunk, Marcus, or are you just slightly?
Oh, politely, yeah, I drank, but I
You're still in control.
yeah, and I just tell them, tent.
because
Your mother never loved you.
We would have gotten a much smaller tent if I didn't parade my.
Nice.
And like
Well,
I will
you
just
don't
say
know,
like everyone's like turning off the lights, or turning out the torches and everything, and Marcus is all, just so proud of himself, and like it goes dark, and you just hear, you don't know who says it, but you just hear someone say, "Where would we be without you, Scone Lord?" And then you just hear like
The one-armed guy sitting in the corner, just go to sleep.
Scone Lord.
Good
All right.
Lord.
And you guys all turn in for the night, and that's where we're gonna stop. That's good.
Nice.
Okay, that's
That's the
awesome.
last
Alright.
thing we hear. Where would you
I'll
be?
take a
Scone
rest
Lord?
and make my sleepiness go away.
That's right. Yes.
Aha.
Nice. Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Yes. Very good, you guys. All right, you got
Oh.
quite a bit done.
Yeah,
Started
that's fun.
anyway. Very good.
Yeah, God. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, it's not built yet, but we've got a stronghold going on the way.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. Something.
Very cool.
I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Okay, let's do the experience real quick,
Alright.
and then call it an eve. So we got. All right. Are we ready? Did you participate in a game session? Yes. 1 XP. Did you travel through a new hex? No. Did you discover a new adventure site? No. Defeat monsters? No. Did you find treasure? No. Did you build a function in your stronghold? Do you want us to get credit for that now, or do you want to wait till next time? Because it's not really done yet.
Yeah, let's wait till it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon, but not yet. Again, the Prides and Dark Secrets? No. Risk Life for PC? No. Did you perform an extraordinary action? No. So you guys only got 1 XP for this time.
That's cool.
Want to change your mind on the stronghold? We started.
Well, you haven't really built a
Yeah.
function of your stronghold yet. It's underway, but it's not done.
Yeah, you don't get an
True.
XP for just simply building one. That's
Well, it's
interesting.
not built yet.
Okay.
I mean, like
Okay.
you said, we could take credit for it now, or we could wait.
Yeah. If you take credit
Yeah.
for it now, then when it's finished, you won't get any that session. So it's like, it's
all
1
good.
XP. All right,
So
you
where are
guys.
those dwarves that we saved from slavery?
The dwarves that you saved from slavery.
Yeah, the one of them that Dira beat the ever.
Do you think he captured? And then
So
they were at
messed up.
that town. or
Oh,
whatever,
whoa. The
freedom,
ones from
they ran up
Stoneloom
to
Mines?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you assaulted one in the forest. Oh, yeah, that was epic. That's right. You parted ways, and they went to the northwest. They started going to the northwest.
Okay. Do you guys think that should be our next destination?
Why is that?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Polakis went north.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Them coming
okay.
across something, but we know people.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
we show up in the town, they might point us out. We might get reputation, save them,
Mm-hmm.
and they might help us find the next artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so various leads you guys have. You know that Polakis went northwest. That's the direction that those dwarves you helped, quote unquote, and mildly beat up. They were going back to, it was called, of course I remember, it was called, the place they were going was called, stand by, reloading. They were going back to their place called Stone Garden. That's where they were from. They were told they were from Stone Garden, and that's where they were returning to, far to the northwest in the mountains.
That's a very dwarven sounding name.
Yeah. That's where they were going. And then, so you know that way is something, and then there was an also, I don't even remember how you found out, but there was, you got, I think another Cords told you that they heard that there's an artifact far to the southwest.
Oh no, that's the territory of that. What was the name again?
Zygofer?
No, the other one, the demon lord thing.
Chrysilla?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an artifact somewhere. I mean, that's just as a general direction, yeah. Not like you don't know how far southwest you have to go, but those are some leads you guys have at this time.
Cool.
Very good. All right, guys. Well, to be continued. Hopefully, it won't be. I think I'm fine for next week. I think. We'll see.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. All right. It was really fun, you guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good
All
night.
right. Good job.
That's right.
Scone
See you guys.
Lord. Next time.
Yeah.
Later, Scone
Good
Lord.
Lord.
Bye-bye.